Hello?
JC, you dry-handed bathroom bandit. I know what you did.
Is this Cude? How'd you even know I was at the beach? You know what? I don't even care. Nice try, bucko. Cude, I know this is you.
And I know you just dropped a purple ribbon prize-winning turn. I heard the splashback, but I didn't hear you wash your hands.
You weren't in there with me. Nobody was in there with me. I checked all the stalls. Dude.
Hanging up on me, peasant? Oh, JC, what's up, dude? I didn't know you were here at the beach at 8:56 p.m. on a Tuesday. Did you wash your hands?
Welcome to Probably Dope Movies. I'm JC.
And I'm Cude.
And we're here to find out if the grabber is here to grab audience attention or just some cash in this review of Black Phone 2.
Black Phone 2 gives us a sequel for Ethan Hawke's serial child abductor, The Grabber, as he continues to haunt everyone from beyond the physical world. Black Phone 2.
Black Phone 2.
Dude, why does this movie exist? We're just gonna start it out like this, dude.
Coming in hot.
We're coming in fiery. What is this movie about, man?
Okay, so to give a little context, this is a sequel to The Black Phone, right? Which was Ethan Hawke's villainous role where he plays the grabber. And right, we have a couple of kids who are affected by
He tried to grab in the first movie.
Yes.
He was not successful at grabbing them. So now they made a movie that really kind of just centers around them, brother and sister. Finney, played by Mason Thames, and Gwen. What's that?
Madeline McGraw.
Madeline McGraw. So you got the brother and sister from the first movie. She still has psychic powers. There will be some spoilers in this. We're going to keep it light though. But she still has psychic powers. Finney, as we saw, made an escape from the first movie.
Yep.
And so now she's starting to have dreams of the grabber.
Yes.
Right? So the grabber is now haunting her and Finney.
Yeah, and I think most of us will know this. If you put it on mute real quick if you don't, right? The grabber in the original film dies, right? So that's why Ethan Hawke is haunting them.
Yeah.
And so she's seeing these sequences. They're both confused because they're saying, how are we seeing these?
Yeah.
It has to be a dream.
Yeah, what's the connection or whatever the case is? They're trying to figure it out. And chaos ensues.
And I think this film really more explores the relationship between the brother and sister.
Yeah. And it does flashbacks of the grabber's other victims and stuff like that.
Which we come to find Finney is more connected to the grabber than we have realized.
Yeah, and in the first movie, how they did the flashbacks were through the phone. So you didn't really see what he did to the kids. They were talking on the phone and you would see them all messed up or whatever. And you're like, oh man. In this one, we go to summer camp. Well, It's not summer, it's winter. It's snowing. But we go to camp. We go to camp. Alpine Lake. Yep. And that's when we get the flashbacks of other victims. I guess that's where he started his serial abducting thing.
We start to see there's a lot of connections with Finney, familial connections, as well as where the kind of origins of the grabber, right? Of Ethan Hawke's character. So maybe let's go into like the acting a little bit. Right, this is a sequel film, so you have to keep that in mind. It's never as good as the original. I don't think there's very few films where that's the case.
Hellboy 2. Hellboy 2 was better than Hellboy 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a rare instance. Godfather Part 2 was better than Godfather Part 1.
Absolutely.
So there are cases of it, but it's so few and far between, and this is not one of those movies.
In
my opinion. But what were you going to say about the acting?
So I was going to say, right, we've seen Mason Thames, not too much, but, you know, he was in The Black Phone, most recently in How to Train Your Dragon, the live action film.
And he fit in that.
He did fit in that.
He was the quirky, like, lovable guy.
Yes. And also, it's been years, 4 years, I think, since this sequel.
Yeah, 2021 was the other one.
Yeah. So he was also a lot younger back then, too.
Yeah, and he's grown up. All right, he still has that little chick-monkish face, though. He looks still young. Well, he is young in the movie, so it makes sense, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, what did you think about the acting, dude?
So I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I know there's gonna be some criticism to say. Sometimes when you have some less than seasoned actors, right, comes some new actors. If the film heavily relies on them, right, that's a lot of pressure. I think they did pretty good for what was given. I would say the dialogue between them probably at times I connect with, but also I could see where other people might feel like it was a little bit cheesy or maybe overacted in some ways, because they're kind of green, right? They're new to the scene and they're trying to make their mark with this film.
Okay, so the acting in the first movie was bad. The acting in this movie is terrible.
Okay.
The acting in both of it's terrible. It's not realistic. The dialogue sounds like they're reading off of a paper. It sounds like they went on set and didn't have their lines memorized, and so they're reading the lines off of like the thing, cue cards.
Yeah, cue cards to stand
You know what
up.
I mean? That's how they're delivering these lines. Oh man. Terrible stuff. Really bad acting, really bad dialogue. All the dialogue was terrible. Why are you going in there? Don't you know that there's something in there? Like, it was bad. That was not a line from the movie, but it was bad. To me, I hated the acting and the dialogue. It was abysmal.
I think honestly, even him doing that impersonation, I could see the couple scenes he's talking about where it's one of those things where I connected with their chemistry, but I feel like overall I couldn't fully connect with the combination of, like I said, the overacting and the dialogue.
You know who was the worst actor in the first movie? The dad.
Oh man.
What's his name? I'll put his name at the bottom. Jeremy Davies.
Yeah.
Terrible. I don't care what
he's great
done
and
in his career.
Justified.
I don't care what he's done in his career. The first movie, terrible. This movie, even worse. I'm glad they didn't give him as much screen time, but I was laughing. Every time he was on screen, I was laughing.
Cude was laughing quite a bit.
He is not a good actor. Whatever direction they gave him for this was terrible direction. He's a terrible actor, dude.
In this film, he wasn't great, but I don't know if he's a terrible actor. But.
No, he's a terrible actor. If this is what he's choosing to do, dude, the whole time in my head, I started laughing at some scenes because in my head, I was thinking about that meme. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
You have to think about what's on the page, and you know what? For his character, I don't know that there was that much on the page, because in the previous film, he's this alcoholic, definitely...
He's sober in this one.
He needs to start drinking
much
again.
More it's kind of like Eminem.
Terrible,
when Eminem got off of drugs and he just started sucking. Everybody's like, bro, get back on drugs.
Get back on that.
Yo, get dad back on the hooch, man.
Yeah.
Get him back on the wagon, because he done fell all the way off.
Oh my gosh.
I think we can go to cinematography. You liked some things about the cinematography that I was not fond of. What did you like about the cinematography?
Yeah, I'll go into this a little bit. So I would say the cinematography and the score, like the accompaniment of those things, right? In the Tron review, we were talking about the style and the score. I think a similar thing applies here. Scott Derrickson, right? He was also the director of Sinister, which was Ethan Hawke.
Oh, yeah, Freudian slip. I knew it.
He's a good-looking guy. Ethan Hawke. It's very reminiscent of Sinister, which is a very eerie, saturated style where it's very grainy. And I think Scott Derrickson definitely you could feel that vibe in this film, and he did it in a different way a little bit there's a kind of a clash of styles.
So you like the graininess and all that stuff, I hated it.
Yeah.
And that was his way to separate reality from the dream sequences so you could kind of know like, oh, this is happening in reality once things actually start happening in reality.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the score. That's how good it was. I don't remember it. I don't remember ever having some heart pumping like strings I don't remember the score at all, dude. And those dream sequences were so terribly shot and so that it was terrible. It was like a film student. It was like something I would do and I'd suck. So it was like some editing that I would do, dude, like digital effects and all that. Man, it was not good. It was not good, guys. What was you going to say?
I was just going to say, I agree with Cude in that I think it was overdone a bit.
Very amateurish.
It felt a little novelty in the beginning, which I liked. And and the way they did it as far as the clash of when she's in this dream sequence and she's awakened, being able to show the style change in real time on screen without just flipping from frame to frame and actually like having it almost dissolve into a better feature, like a feature looking picture, was intriguing to me for sure. But it started to lose its novelty, like its noveltiness
after the 10th time that they did it.
Because it's kind of like once you attach yourself to this is the nightmare sequence element, then you have to use it every time because you can't just pull back now.
Yeah. And they use that because eventually Ethan Hawke's character, which is dead, he is turned into Freddy Krueger. And so now he's going into children's dreams and trying to kill them in the dream. And so with the cinematography, with the grainy stuff from the dream, stuff starts happening without the grainy stuff. So you're like, oh, she's actually getting slung around the room. Like the famous scenes in Nightmare on Elm Street 1, where the girl gets like hit on the ceiling and dragged across the room and all that stuff. The same stuff happens to the little sister.
Yeah.
And so basically this movie is a ripoff of Freddy Krueger. It's the same exact thing, dude. He's a serial child abductor. He gets murdered. And then now he comes to you in dreams and tries to kill you in dreams. Why they chose to go this angle, and I love Freddy Krueger. I grew up on Freddy Krueger. And then Jason, Alpine Lake, they're at a so Jason was at Camp Crystal Lake. They're at Alpine Lake in this one. It was just so many, and I think they were trying to pay homage to it, right?
Yes, I think so too.
But to me, as a fan of those movies, they should have made their own original monster. They should have made, because it's just a ripoff. Like, once I seen he was Freddy Krueger, I was like, oh, this movie was already not good. Now it's even more not good to me personally. Yeah. It was stupid decision to rip off some of that stuff.
So I think my counter would be, I think nowadays filmmakers, they maybe are assuming that this could be a false assumption, but that some of these older films, these new generations have not seen yet, and they're trying to give them a taste of that. Because I know with like Alien Romulus, I had heard a lot of people say it's very similar to the first Alien movie, right? And it had been so long since I'd seen it that it was kind of like it gave me a new breath of like, oh wow, like it kind of tries to pay homage, but you know, give a little bit of something new. Yeah. And I feel like this wasn't quite the right implementation, but I'm gonna guess that's what he was trying to do, was kind of give younger audiences a taste of Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th or some of those other films that took place at a similar time in the 1980s.
Well, my score is going to reflect him trying and failing.
That's fair.
That's what my score is going to reflect. This movie fails on all fronts. I don't understand. Like, we watched a couple of reviews from some heavy hitter YouTubers. They all liked it, and I don't know if I'm watching the same movies as other people, because as you guys can tell, like, I did not like anything about this movie. I didn't like how it was shot. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the conclusion. All of it was terrible. I was laughing the whole time through it. Okay, I'll give it this plus.
I
was never bored.
There we
go. Because I was laughing at how stupid this movie was and how it didn't have to exist.
Never bored.
They should have did a one and done, dude. This movie did not have to exist. I'm ready to score.
I think so. I'm
ready to score. You're going first.
I'll kick it off. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't think we need to beat a dead horse. I think we can kind of tell. I'm going to give it a more positive review. Cude's probably on the lower side. Highlights for me were cinematography and the score. And for those reasons, and also the ending wasn't, a little bit not the best payoff. So for those reasons, I'm still going to go lower than most people. I'm going a 5 out of 10. Don't hate me, everybody. 5 out of 10.
If you hate him for a 5 out of 10, then you're really going to hate me. Because I didn't like anything in this movie. Like I said, I'm giving this movie a 3 out of 10. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10.
Whew.
I had to think about it because I gave Strangers Chapter 2 a 2, I think.
Yeah.
And so this movie is not that bad. It's not as bad as Strangers Chapter 2, but neither of these movies needed to exist. And so I'm giving it a 3. We'll agree on
a fresh
4 out of
4.
Yeah, we're doing a probably dope. A 4 out of 10. I do not recommend going to the movies to see this. If you're going to go see a movie, go see Chris Stuckman's movie when it comes out on October 24th.
There we go.
Go see Stuckman's movie. At least you'll be giving back to like a truly independent new filmmaker. You know what I mean? Make that your Halloween movie. Do not go see this movie in theaters. Do you think they should go to theaters and see this? I don't think it's good for theaters.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It'll be on streaming in like 3 weeks, dude. Just wait.
Wait for streaming. Yeah, I'd say wait for streaming.
Yeah, dude, this movie is not good. If you got any insight from this review, please like and subscribe. Please.
Comment. Let us know what we're doing good. Let us know what we're doing bad.
Definitely.
Just hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. Get in the game, dude.
Yeah.
So
we'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Always room for.
We'd love to grab you. But yeah. Nice. So.
All right, we gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, grab you. Dude. I was trying to come up with that. Respectfully grab you, dude.
If you want to be grabbed, we would love to.
We'll use finesse. But yeah, I'm Cude.
I'm JC.
And thanks for watching. Peace.
Grab you later.
You can't bring it back again.
It's not working. Yeah, we can't do that.
All right, that's cool.